This is the Growing Up Italian podcast. We have return guest, dear friend, Anthony Sciarratta. Anthony, how you feeling?
What's going on? I'm glad to be back. A lot's been changing since the last time I was on the GUI podcast, Sabino.
Yeah, a lot.
I'm excited.
When you were first on the podcast, the first thing was we didn't even have a studio yet. We were filming at Our Lady of Snow. Yep. They were kind enough to let us use it.
Tripod clips on the table, like real, like put together shit. But you know what? I'm proud to see where you guys are now. I really am.
As of you, which we'll start talking about. Last time we spoke, you just released your book. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't know, but you're an author, writer, man of many mysteries. Now you've taken the social media game by storm.
Thank you.
All right? So your TikToks are hilarious. You have a really old Cadillac that you do like a lot of content with. You got a funny Irish friend, Greg, that you throw in the trunk every once in a while. And yeah, man, it's really nice to see where you've come. And now you're actually working with social media full time, right?
Yeah, 100%. So I quit my 9-to-5, my day job. I basically kind of worked in social media for bigger companies. But, you know, I saw what you guys built here and, you know, what you had. And you all kind of inspired me, really. Mm-hmm. So I said to myself, you know, if I want to be a part of what they're building, and if I want, you know, like to model off of what they have, I have to do it full time. I like just have to. So I took a dive. You know, you were there with me every step of the way, coaching me through it. I appreciate it.
Of course. How was it? Later, Mo.
What do you want to do?
we have Mo in the live audience. But how was it explaining to your Italian parents, like, I'm leaving my job to do TikToks or to do social media? Like,
So there was a couple things that were tough in my life explaining to my Italian parents. Mm-hmm. First was getting an earring. Big fucking deal.
You don't have an earring anymore.
I used to.
It closed.
High school, yeah. I had one and then I had two. And the morning of my SAT, my nono drove me home, made me late for the fucking test. And I can curse on here, right?
Yeah, of course.
Made me late for the test and fucking cursed me out the whole way there. But that's a whole other thing. Tattoos, big fucking deal. I had to hide that. That was like a family war.
Does your nono know you have the tattoo?
No.
No, don't watch this podcast, please.
I know that he's
For the love of God, I hope he doesn't watch
He's
this.
like starting to find out through the grapevine, though. I kind of feel like he knows, but he's just not saying anything to me. He's like waiting for like me, you know, to kind of say it or for him to see it. I feel like he knows though.
Well, no, don't know won't hurt him.
I know. My nono's the stereotypical like, you know, 5'4" Italian man, but he's like an ox, man. He's 82, turning 83 in like a month or two, and he's an ox. It's crazy. I wouldn't want to fuck with him.
Yeah, man. Listen. It's crazy. Like, I was the first person in my family to get tattoos, and all of a sudden my dad got tattoos.
I can't picture that, man. I like you know. So you didn't catch any slack for that, like when you first
I did at first,
but
did? Then like because it was our town saint, he kind of accepted it.
Okay.
But if it wasn't that, like if it was just like a scorpion or something, he would be like, "What are we doing here?"
Cough, Greg.
Greg, you have a scorpion?
No.
He just has like 18 different kinds of flowers.
He has a crab.
Mr. Crab? Okay.
Nah, I'm just fucking with him. For all of you that don't know, Greg's a really good kid. He's one of my roommates. I have 3. Jason, Matt, and Greg.
He's looking at you like a proud girlfriend right now.
I know.
Tell him,
he is.
Tell him.
I like take Greg everywhere. He's like my number one supporter. Unlike till I get a girl, like
he's good.
He's
the
like
only thing about
right
Greg that he scares me when he wants to make charcuterie boards. I'm like, cuz we eat antipasto.
I will never.
Don't put any jelly on my antipasto.
When we first started getting like mad close, and I like brought him here a couple of times. Look, he's already turning red.
Look at him.
He's already turning red. He goes, "Yo, Ann," he goes, "I gotta make Sabino a charcuterie board. Like, you know, I'm gonna buy all the stuff from Aldi and shit." I'm just like. I'm just fucking around. All right, he's like, I'm gonna buy all the stuff, but like, you know, it's not. You work at a deli, like you have prime time shit here, like, you know. I'm like, he's gonna know the difference. His sentiment was really well.
Great, but I appreciate the offer, but you could make us like a burger or something. Leave the antipasto to us.
Yeah, he was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna bring him, and I like had to tell him. I'm like, I felt so bad. I'm like, Greg, I really don't think it's gonna go.
But that should like segue into the next comment. What is the perfect antipasto?
Oh, I love like the Parmesan cheese that like has a
Parmigiano
little bit of
Reggiano?
crunchy. Yeah, man. Well, I like prosciutto, soppressata, hot and sweet, provolone.
Sharp
What else?
provolone.
Yeah.
Orecchio.
Yeah. Peppers.
All right, go ahead, Greg. What are your 3 cheese and 3 meats? Go ahead. Let's hear what Greg.
Sharp provolone.
Sharp provolone.
If you find me
A nice gorgonzola.
and
Blue cheese with
I told
wings.
him a lot.
Blue cheese with wings.
Only chefs and Italians know good Parmesan when it has the salt crystals in it. So good Parmesan.
Parmigiano.
And then meats, I would do sopressata.
Sopressata.
I like mortadella.
Mortadella.
And capicola.
And gabagool.
I got to give a shout out to my other 2 boys, though. Jay, who's an NYPD policeman. Stay safe out there, Jay. And Matt, one of the hardest working guys that I know.
You guys are like living in a bachelor house, like a college,
Bro.
like a college frat house.
Moving out of my house was the other thing that I was going to say. The hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, not because of financial reasons or anything, because of because
I tell your
my
parents you were
dad,
gonna move out.
he did not want to accept it, bro. He put every obstacle possible in my way, so I didn't move.
So yeah, I mean, Italian parents, there's like this thing where they like want you to move out once you're married.
Yeah, that's
But
what he said.
in today's world, it's like impossible to get married this young
cuz.
at 22, 23, you know?
I can't even imagine. I'm turning 27. I can't imagine getting married right now.
So how did you tell your parents you were going to move out?
I just did it.
You just did it.
I kind of eased my mom into it, but my dad, one day I just up and told him, and it was like a family war.
Yeah?
From then on until I moved out, yeah, it was like 2.5 months of a war. Greg could tell you, I was on the phone every day fighting with everyone. They wanted me to come home.
Related to him and I get nervous when his family calls.
It's scary.
Bro, Italian families, I love being Italian, everything about it, but sometimes, you got to have a little space from Italian families. Love you, Ma.
I love you, Mom. We're your biggest fan. No, but it's true. I mean, especially, I think just they want to see you do well, and
Yeah.
that's what it is more.
No,
more than
100%. No, I know that they love me. They've literally done everything possible for me. I have the most supportive family on the face of the planet.
So one thing I want to say is that Anthony is a part of GUI. He has a podcast under our umbrella, Breaking Bread. He films a lot of them here, a lot of them on Zoom. Let's talk a little bit about your podcast so far, the guests you've had.
So Breaking Bread, I like to have a lot of, as you know, there's been a lot of writers on there, some actors. I love having guests from The Sopranos. Ray Abruzzo was great. He was one of our first guests. Kim Russo gave me a reading live on the air. That was fun. She said James Gandolfini came to her and said I was going to be an actor.
Came to her.
Live in the thing.
That you were going to be an actor?
Swear to God.
That's what she said?
I don't know about that, though. I don't know about me being an actor, but hey, if
the
Tony
shoe fits,
Soprano
where's
says
the...
hello, but yeah. Hey, if she says that it's going to happen, it'll happen.
And
she also said she sees bacala.
You see a lot of bacala.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't Mike Marino say bacala was something it wasn't?
Oh my God! So
is that podcast out, by the way?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, shout out to Mike Marino. Mike, you're a great guy.
I introduced you guys, and then you guys got closer than us.
Yes, bro.
That's funny.
Mike Marino is a great guy, one of the funniest guys that I know. Really cares about everything. Really cares about.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, his friends and the Italian culture. But he was trying to tell me that bacala wasn't what we call bacala.
So what do we call bacala for everybody at home?
For everybody at home, bacala
means a girl,
is
right?
a slang. Yeah, it's slang for a hot girl, bacala.
Yeah. But sometimes it could mean a bad thing, if it smells like bacala. That means it's stinky. So that's
it could be a bad thing too. But no, so Mike.
So he called bacala.
Mike was trying to tell me that that Brajol was a girl.
No, Brajol's a guy.
I fucking said that. I know. I was so confused.
Mike, we're gonna have to talk. I want Mike Marino on the podcast bad too. I told him that he'll be on it. We're gonna set that up,
bro. Live on the air, he was here. I pulled up a picture of Brajol, and I said, "Does this look like a woman to you?" It's a fucking Brajol, bro. What the shit's that thing?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's the shape of a bishadil. You know? What do you expect?
Yeah, but he said that's a girl and a bacala's a dick.
Bro, Mike,
I
we
know
gotta
it's
talk.
kind of
We gotta
backwards,
talk.
bro.
Maybe in Jersey, everything in Jersey's backwards anyway.
Bro,
So it could be.
Let me like tell you, it was a whole new world to like Mike here in like Brooklyn. Whole new world.
Yeah, he likes it though, but everybody loves Mike.
Yeah.
Because Mike's been around a long time. He has so many clips that went viral. He's a great comedian. He's been all around the world performing. So shout out to Mike Marino. We definitely got to get him on. Talk about your Cadillac a little bit. You have like a super old school Cadillac, and the videos you do, you look like Henry Hill.
Hey, yeah, I don't want to be compared to that guy, right?
Who can we compare you to? Someone cool.
I'll take Frankie Carbone or something
Frankie
like
Carbone.
that. Hey, case it each.
Hey, case it each.
It's me, Frank Severo. I love
Hey,
that guy.
case it each. It's me, Frank Severo.
No, but so believe it or not, I'll give my dad the like credit. When my book came out, it takes place in 1978. So my dad said, like, I really think you should get a classic car to go with the book. And I was kind of bouncing around the idea. I've always wanted one. I don't know if I wanted to shell out the cash for it yet, because I heard that they're, they got to add a lot of work to them, stuff like that. So he takes me to Hollywood Motors, where I met Mikey D and the rest of the car fellas guys. Yeah, great people. He gave me a great deal on the 1978 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Car was mint. I really haven't had any problems with it. A couple things here and there. The only thing is that, on my way to Mike Marino's house, the spoke, the rims broke.
Oh my god!
And I've been fixing
they're
it
hard
for like
to
a
find
month.
because the pieces are 40 years old.
I've been going around the country, calling people, trying to find someone to fix it. I finally found someone.
Is the car back on the road yet or no?
Not yet.
How far out are we?
The place that's telling me Daytona wire wheel. You gotta hurry up. I've been calling you every day, literally every day. They told me another week. So we'll see. And I ordered another one for a spare. In case. Another one. Yeah.
I mean, listen, for those kind of cars, you definitely needed a spare rim.
Yeah, 100%.
But you think you could have changed the rims and just used like different wheels?
I was thinking about it, but I spoke to a friend of mine, Troy, in California. He like builds cars from scratch and everything. He was telling me that he did something like that once when it happened to him, and it changed the whole look of the car. Like the look and the feel.
Change the look of it.
And he was telling me you bought it, because you loved it that way. He's like, if I were you, I would keep it that way.
That's powerful.
Kind of
so
sentimental,
you gotta get the baby
right?
back. Did you give the car a name? Some people give their cars names.
No,
I haven't done that since my Infiniti.
Fuck no. Oh, people have been like telling me that.
Yeah, because people I had an Infiniti FX 50. It's like the hottest truck at the time. And it was like Isabella the Infiniti. But then she got totaled, and I just haven't been the same since.
Yeah.
But maybe we give
oh, fuck. Bacala
the caddy?
Bacala the caddy. Yo, what
or
else
Catherine the caddy.
Yo.
How you
doing?
Yo, me and Anthony actually been on a couple excursions.
Yeah.
We've been on 2 fun trips together. The first one, we went to Washington, D.C. at the NIAF Gala. A lot of bacala there. Great night, right? We had a good time.
No comment. No comment.
There's big reds and everything over there. We're going crazy.
No comment.
But listen, man, you write for NIAF too, right?
Yes. So I honestly have to say I wouldn't have a lot of what I have today if it wasn't for NIAF. They've given me the opportunity to cover people that I wouldn't even dream of talking to. Like,
who'd you write articles for so far?
Erin Coscarelli. She's a sportscaster for the Oakland Raiders.
Oh, yeah.
Love her.
Yeah,
one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Yeah, she's dope. I've seen her.
Friends.
You actually introduced me to her stuff.
Yeah.
Did you show me that article?
Yeah, I love her. She's actually going to have the cover of a magazine in like another couple weeks. So,
okay.
Yeah, so she's on the up and coming.
What kind of magazine?
Italian.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
A different Italian?
Yeah, it's called Franoi.
Oh, Franoi.
Yeah. Schmigs was on it recently.
Yeah.
Who else? I'm trying to think.
There's one that we know, but we can't announce.
Yeah.
We gotta wait till that one comes out.
I know, right? Yeah.
Maybe when this comes out.
Yeah. That would be really cool. Yeah. There's a big one coming out pretty soon, which NIAF was thrilled to have. A great piece. A couple people that I know, doing big things.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when you're around people that are exceeding, you're bound to be successful. But we just came back from Pittsburgh.
That was a fun trip, man.
That was your first time in Pittsburgh, right?
First time ever in Pittsburgh. First time hanging out with Sal the Voice. Sal,
You hung out with him before, but not a whole weekend.
Yeah. But not like a whole weekend. Yeah, no.
So yeah, like for everybody that's listening to this, we went to Pittsburgh and we filmed again a car series. By the time this episode drops, it should be out. Make sure to check it out if you haven't already. But I mean, Pittsburgh exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why I wore the shirt
Mac.
today.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's this place, Pennsylvania Macaroni. All the locals call it Penn Mac. But it's literally the craziest Italian American store I have ever seen in my life.
It's a museum, too.
It's a museum.
Yeah, it's a museum.
It's a museum, and it has, like, any kind of Italian product you want. They had prosciutto that's, like, $100 a pound. They had an elevator that was 110 years old. And it's, like, 6 levels, and they just, like, never threw away anything. So it's literally a museum.
They had wine that was made, like, down to, like, a science. Like, the guy had the elixir bottles and shit. It was wild.
And the wine, he doesn't even, like, sell it. He just gives it away to the customers during Christmas time.
And it's sulfate-free. That's the shit that gives you the headaches.
Well, yeah, it's organic.
Yeah, it's organic.
It's basically organic. But, yeah, I mean, we had a great time at Pittsburgh. We actually flew there.
Yeah.
Everybody thought we were crazy.
Boss? Nah.
But we were the smartest for flying there.
Bro, first class, me and you, front of the plane. First of many trips, I hope. I can't wait, man.
Yeah, we have more trips coming. But, yeah, so we flew to Pittsburgh. Super cold. But we, like, the first day we got there, we ran around. We kind of met everybody we were going to film with. And then Sal gets there. We have a dinner. Then the next day, we just on the run.
Cause the snowstorm. We got to talk about the snowstorm.
So we were filming the series, and then Sal has a show that's like an hour and a half away.
Altoona, right?
In Altoona.
Yeah.
So for everybody that's listening in Pittsburgh and Altoona, it's a crazy drive. So literally, we're with Jimmy Big Muscles. And he has no 4-wheel drive, and we're driving his little Jeep. And honestly, I was scared for my life.
I know, bro. I tried to ignore it the whole way through. Me, him, and Ty were talking about some wild shit. I forgot what it was. I was trying so hard not to look in front of me at the road. I was staring back at Ty. Next thing I know, he's asleep, and Jimmy's talking to me. Jimmy was calm throughout the whole thing. I don't know how. Calm as could be. I was sitting there thinking that I was gonna die.
Yeah. My life was at risk.
Bro, our tires were frozen over.
Yeah, remember when we pulled over and then there was a big chunk of ice frozen?
Yeah, in between the tire.
So going there was pretty bad, driving there. But then at night, it was so bad that we literally had to pull over. We got off the exit and we went to a gas station, and you and Jimmy did the Pine Barrens skit there.
Do you remember that guy who was walking on the side of the road? In the middle of the snowstorm?
Yeah, that was crazy.
How fucking creepy was that?
This guy had a trench coat in this blizzard, and we're driving, and I was with Sal in his car for that. And we're like, what is he doing? We're like, why is he walking here? But that was a crazy night. But then the next day, Sunday, we go to Jimmy's house.
Oh.
And we had a feast.
Oh, I think about that meal, man, every day.
That was one of the best meals of my life.
Hands down, one of the best meals of my life.
Was that not the thinnest cutlet you've ever seen?
Bro, that is the one request that I have. If anyone is to make me a chicken cutlet, I need it to be thin, bro. Thin, fucking paper thin.
Thin cutlets only.
Thin cutlets only, yeah. Eggplant too. Yeah,
eggplant's gotta be thin. But eggplants, you prefer cut this way or long ways?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, he made it in a circle way. Probably a circle.
Yeah? So like that?
Yeah. Probably a circle, yeah.
Medallions.
Fried to a point where it's
crispy
if it's
skin on or skin off for the eggplant?
Skin on.
Skin on gives it a little texture.
Yeah.
But I know some people that hate the skin on.
Because it gets stuck in your mouth or whatever sometimes.
Yeah. Another funny thing with Jimmy's nonna was she was like, Jimmy drove? We're Jimmy drove.
Yeah, right.
That was a funnest.
We outed him by accident without even knowing it. They didn't think that he drove through that.
Yeah.
We're we drove through it last night. Sal was cracking jokes about it.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
That had me cracking up. But yeah, so Pittsburgh was an amazing trip. We have plenty more trips to come. Let's talk a little bit about what you're doing for these local businesses now, like running social media.
Yeah.
Like what are your clients as of right now?
So right now I'm working with Fortunato Brothers Bakery.
Okay.
I've been going there my whole entire life.
Legendary spot in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Southside Pizza. Probably I would say that it's more like of a modern Italian place, and I have to say the freshest food that I've ever had. Like honestly, it never comes out.
Are
Yeah,
crazy.
it never comes out not fresh there. Any like time of day, doesn't matter if it's in the morning, night, always fresh. And Carmine's, which is legendary.
Another legendary pizza spot.
Carmine is one of the nicest guys I have ever met.
How hard is it?
He's a gentleman.
Working with Carmine when he's like a diehard Yankee fan, and you're a diehard Met fan.
Honestly speaking, he's not one of those Yankee fans that like hates Met fans. If like that makes any sense. He almost like feels bad for us.
Yeah.
Like he like doesn't.
I
hate
feel
Mets.
like Carmine's like a closet Met fan, and he goes, "You guys look good this year." I'm like, "You're worse than me."
I feel like that he's got to say that, and now that the Grom is out, like
and Scherzer's hurt.
Yeah, like I don't know. I had such high expectations going into the year. Now it's just shot.
Yeah, bro. Same as me. I mean, being a Mets fan is pretty rough. Now, if someone like you're putting out a bunch of content for these places, you're going there, you're doing food videos, but you're also doing skits, like some creative content. A lot of the skits, you have like this big boom box, and you're listening to freestyle. What's your like? If you had to give like a top 3 freestyle list, like give us some good songs that you like freestyle.
I'll be loving you.
I'll be loving
you.
Is that freestyle? That's like
it's kind of like a mix.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a mix. Spring
like
Love, Stevie B,
classic.
I mean, yeah. And what's the other one? TKA.
TKA, good.
Yeah.
Silent Morning.
Yeah.
I think you got to make like a Big Catty Daddy playlist.
I actually have one.
Oh, you do?
You want to know what's crazy is that the freestyle stuff was kind of new. I didn't start with that. I saw the radio online. Yeah, I started with the really old school stuff. I started with the 70s and like worked my way up to like the 90s.
You think we'll make it to the 2000s anytime soon?
Bro, honestly, I'm trying to fit it in. I'm really trying to do it.
Maybe Backstreet Boys and NSYNC content next.
Oh my God, I gotta put on a tank top with the fedora and shit. Greg, gotta do it.
Greg does that every day in the tank top.
Yeah. Honestly though,
Greg looks like an NSYNC guy. He looks like Lance Bass. Wait, if you had to pick though, NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Oh, I think Backstreet Boys.
Me too.
Honestly, saying I feel like that they're cooler. I don't know why. I just think so.
They sold more albums.
Yeah. See, yeah, I feel like that they're cooler.
Yeah. See, NSYNC has the better one guy.
Yeah.
But collectively, Backstreet Boys. Backstreet's back.
All right.
Listen, on that note,
yeah,
we can't beat that.
I know.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to check out Anthony on all social platforms.
Big Catty Daddy NY.
We'll put it in the description too, so everybody knows. And make sure to check out his podcast. He's part of the team. Show him some love.
Thanks for having me on, bro.
Anytime, bro.